Katie just kissed Bill. I knew it. I knew it. She kissed Bill. First she slapped him, then she kissed him. I said, poor Carter. The man can't never find him a woman that wants only him. And I said, dawg, I knew it. Look, Bill plan work. Look, his plan work. He gotta. So the fact that he set Sheila up, he did all this for Sheila to take Sheila down and make sure they never had to deal with her again, erases the fact that he didn't want you. He wanted your sister. Even when, before she went over there and talked to him, Brooke was over there talking to him and everything. I was like, man, if he even had the slightest idea that Brooke wants him or gonna give him a chance, he gonna drop her again. I was like, man, Katie don't feel for it. I was like, but at the same time, that moment they shared, I was like, oh. I said, sorry, Carter, but that moment they shared, I was like, I saw it coming. But man, poor Carter. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another video of Life with Chessie. This for the bold and beautiful April the 3rd, 2023. Okay, so first of all, before I get into Lee at the beginning of the episode, why they got one cop at the doggone door and he gonna handcuff her to my she ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. Sir, she just got past multiple police officers, a detective, Ridge and Bill and Deacon. So what you gonna stop? Especially when they turn their backs. They supposed to have more than one cop watching this lady. So I guess the FBI stop being on the case once they actually get a confession or something, because maybe they should be guarding the door or something. But yeah, the episode starts out with Sheila, the machine went off and Finn is telling Lee to save her, and she just standing there talking about, let her die. She started talking about, let her die and everything. I thought Sheila was finna kick the bucket for real. I thought she was out of there, because the second time the machine went off, but he revived her again. But yeah, Lee tell Finn to let Sheila die in front of the nurse. I said, now, regardless of if Sheila had made it or not, you what's it called? What is it called when a doctor does it? Who's to say that later the nurse ain't gonna try to tell what she said? I know she heard her. The second time she was whispering it, but the first time she didn't. And I said, how you gonna say that in front of the doggone nurse? And I said, look, and even if she hadn't said it, you just sat there. What if the nurse report you and say that you just stood there when the patient was what they call it? I don't even know when the machine was going off. I'm gonna just say that because I don't know the medical terms. But yeah, she told, but Finn kept looking at Steffi to see what Steffi said. Steffi wasn't saying nothing. I didn't even know. I was like, okay, I can't tell. Like, Steffi's scared. She don't know what to do, what to think. I was like, does she want you to do what Lee said or not? I was confused. But once Sheila opened them doggone eyes and started talking about, my son saved me. I love you. You love me. Something she said. I said, yeah, they gonna all regret this. I was like, Sheila probably gonna get away. One handcuffs for somebody that's been escaping. Every situation she done got involving the doggone police, she done escaped. But you only got this doggone handcuffs and one guard that looked like she could take him by herself. She could take him. I said, look, I don't know. Y'all think she look okay? Because they too happy. Everybody too happy. Anytime they too happy, y'all already know what's finna happen. Like, everybody celebrating. Let's go out on the terrace and everything. They trying to celebrate on the patio. I think he said the patio. Go out on the patio. And they celebrating. I was like, and they not even aware of the situation that's taking place at the hospital, because they keep saying Reginald was like, Sheila's in police custody. They didn't say nothing about her fake heart attack, because they don't even know yet that it was a real heart attack. They don't even know that she's at the hospital. I was like, look, they half did this. They halfway did this. But yeah, so Finn uses the little machine thing to try to revive Sheila, and it didn't work. It worked. First they kept doing, I think they did it and it wasn't working. Then it worked. Then the machine went off again. So he redid it. And then they went outside and Lee was like, why didn't you just let her die? I said, why you didn't just let her die? And they still, nobody asking. Stephanie, I'm not asking why the police there. Nobody's wondering why. They don't know about her going down for murder. They don't know. And I'm like, they halfway did this. Ridge now supposed to be called Steffi at this point, because they was one of her victims. They should know if this, maybe they had been calling and nobody answered. But yeah, the police standing outside. They don't even know why the police is standing outside the hospital, Sheila's hospital room, because last they seen Sheila was happy and with Bill. So nobody knows and nobody's feeling nobody in. So be no need for Lee to even say, let her die. I mean, it will be because Sheila more than likely gonna escape. If she don't escape right now, she gonna escape when they transfer her or something. Ooh, that would be a good storyline. I mean, I know a lot of people sick of the Sheila storyline though. But I said, look, she made the show entertaining to me. But yeah, I was like, they have dragged this a long time. But I said, either she gonna skate right now or later. They could do a whole little scene or storyline where, well, I don't know, because it would be okay to finally finalize the whole Sheila thing. But if they don't, because come on, we all know Sheila always escapes and comes back one way or another. So I was like, they could do a whole transfer scene, they on the buses, they transferring her, and she break out. And now everybody wondering where she went. But that'll all be for nothing what Bill did. But yeah, I was like, man, one handcuff, look like one handcuff. I don't know. Can they handcuff both? Or no, they probably can't handcuff both because she could hurt herself and then they would have to pay the price. So that's why. But yeah, like Sheila ain't broke out of handcuffs before. Look, I was like, they got one guard, one police officer. Talking about and then he tells Lee, I skipped over. Okay, after Lee tells Finn outside of the hospital room that he should have let Sheila die. He was like, he can't, and he been telling her that's your patient and all this stuff. And he told Steffi like, I couldn't do it. I know I never forget her for what she did to you, but I just can't do it. And Steffi was like, she understand. They hug. So Lee goes in the room, and the cop is handcuffing Sheila. And then he's like, she's not going anywhere. I said, yeah, that's kind of foreshadowing that Sheila gonna be out of there. Look, she woke up. Oh my goodness. But she starts taunting Sheila. And I said, that'd be a big mistake. She always tell y'all not to count her out. And then she starts taunting her or whatever. To my son, my son may have saved you, but you're gonna spend the rest of your life in prison, and basically told her she gonna die and everything. And Sheila moved, Sheila like jumped or whatever, but the handcuffs got her. And I was like, she gonna get you first. She gonna get you first. But yeah, nobody. I wish they had shown probably on tomorrow's episode. I don't know. They would have shown them telling Steffi and Finn that they got Sheila. But over at the Forrester place, Bill and the Ridge are telling everyone, their plan, what happened. It was all a plan. Bill's plan. Ridge tells them that Bill is a hero. At first, they started talking and stuff again, like Friday's episode. I said, no, not again. I said, if y'all don't tell these folks that y'all been working together with the FBI and get it over with, because Friday's episode was the majority of them just standing around talking over Bill and Ridge. They trying to explain and they ain't even listening. But yeah, they was telling everyone. Ridge said we still hate each other, but they had a common goal, which was to get rid of Sheila, and that Bill did it. And again, he was like, Bill is a hero. Ridge said it was like all the act they were working together because they still not understanding. Carter up here, Carter, you done did all this. He was like, you was with Sheila, you was with. I said, and he finna be with your woman. He said you was with Sheila and all that stuff. And on Friday's episode, what did he say? What reason would you have to be here and all that? You done all that, and she still won't be, because she wouldn't have kissed him. Now on tomorrow's episode, she could be like, okay, I'm confused, or oh, I was just thanking you. That was my way of thanking you. And I said, regardless, well, I guess her and Carter ain't a couple, but still, dog. He should have known when she was talking about friends. Anytime they get to talk about friends, you know what that is. You know what that is. I said, dog, poor Carter. But I did like that moment between Katie and Bill. I hate that she about to be his fool again, more than likely. But, it is what it is. But yeah, everybody just running around thinking that everybody. Taylor was worried because, that she shot Bill, and Bill had used that against her to blackmail Steffi and Finn. So Ridge goes over to her, and I said, look, I was confused because, look, at one point, before I seen the part where Katie and Bill kissed, at one point, Ridge had went over there to Taylor. Brooke had went over there to Bill. I said, ooh. I said, Taylor and Ridge. I feel like Taylor and Ridge got some unfinished business. The way they keep gravitating towards each other. I was like, maybe so. Look, maybe so. I don't know. Well, I guess who would they leave for Brooke, though? Probably Deacon. Deacon the only one, I would say. Because if Katie and Bill about to get back together, and Ridge and Taylor, then that leaves Deacon, unless they bring somebody else on the show. But yeah, Ridge was like his new best friend, cut a deal, so she not gonna go to jail or anything. They hug. Then Brooke goes over there and thanks Bill, basically talking to Bill about everything. then that's when they said they going to they basically going to celebrate outside and stuff. I said, y'all, nobody even called to check, make sure she's still in custody. Y'all know it's easy for her to get away. You know it. Look, I said, man. So then that's when Katie went over there. Did I skip something? Let me see. Oh no, I think that was everything. But yeah, then that's when Katie look. She had like she was picking up her purse, like she grabbed her purse and she coming. I'm surprised Carter didn't stay and or look back. But yeah, she was acting like she was trying to grab her purse, and then she sees Bill. She goes over there and she was like, she thought that he was really in love with Sheila and all that stuff, and he was all, it was all he snatches the necklace. I said, this still don't make sense when you think about it. Cause you mean to tell me you realize that both women don't want you. Or I gotta stop saying that because Katie has always wanted him. But he chose Brooke or whatever. So let me try to rephrase myself. She wanted you. She has always wanted you. You have always been it for even in what she told him. She was like, there's no one else like you or whatever. I said, oh, poor Carter. But that moment, I liked that scene though. I gotta give it to him. There was a good scene right there. But yeah, he snatched the necklace. What I was saying about it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. The women, you get rejected in your words. So you get mad that day. Remember when Leon grabbed him and then he looked down at Leon. Leon hurry up, let his arm go. So you went and you came up with a plan to push Sheila away. Was that your plan to get your woman back, or was that just your plan? Because that still don't make sense. That's still, but we gonna go with it though. For what we know right now, they finally got Sheila. But because there's only one police guard, she handcuffed. No, it should, matter of fact, it should be a guard in the inside. I wonder if they can do that. Dude, I know usually on shows they'll have a police officer outside the door. But I don't think I ever seen one inside. But for somebody that's as dangerous as Sheila, you would think that they would have security on every end. I think they supposed to have one in front of the door, somewhere else outside, and somewhere like just in passing to make sure she don't try to make a run for it. Cause I was like, they got her handcuffed. Look, they might take her. I just don't see Sheila going. She said don't count her out. But yeah, somebody had commented and they said that they think that Deacon had, when he grabbed her arm, he had slid her something to bring on a heart attack. I was like, I would like to see a flashback of that, but I don't know. It looked like he was just trying to grab her arm because you know he was working with Bill and Ridge to take her down. And he was trying to stall. But yeah, what else? Not too much happened. They saved Sheila. Well, Finn saved Sheila. They was majority of the episode again was them telling them what happened with Sheila and everything, how he saved them. But yeah, they don't kiss. Katie and Bill don't kiss, y'all. Oh my goodness. But I liked that scene, even though I'm not a fan of them being together, because how you go after her sister and then when her sister rejects you, you put the moves on her like she's somebody backup plan, a last option, and she gonna kiss him. But I always said, Katie, this has always been the one for Katie, for her or whatever. But I said, don't get your hopes up, because he gonna let you down again. But yeah, y'all let me know down below what y'all thought of this episode. Until next time, deuces.